Congratulations on picking up the Scout LT2 Slingshot. So today I want to take a little bit of time with you to get you up and running with this slingshot so you get the most enjoyment out of it. So I'm going to show you today how to put the bands on it, some of the nuances of what you might be looking for when you first interact with the Scout LT2 Slingshot. So pull it on out of the package here, you're going to receive it just like this. So the clips are going to be tightened up. You're going to need to loosen these guys up a little bit. So use your included lollipop tool, and I just want you to unscrew these until you can see the threads. If you look at it from this angle right here, about that far. And do it for the other side. And this is a snug fit, so if this is your first time, it might take a moment to crack those threads. All right, so once they're out a little bit, I just want you to press on it. And that's going to open up the clip and allow you to seat the band in there. All right, so now they're ready to accept the band. So I'm going to go ahead and set this one up with the clay bands that come included with your slingshot. The reason I recommend the clay bands, one, I'm going to shoot the clay bands. I enjoy those bands quite a bit personally, but if you're just getting into slingshots, you don't have much experience, and this being a new slingshot, why take the risk of shooting steel bands or steel ammo with heavier bands? So shoot your clay bands here. You can check out some of our other videos on how to tune them. You've also got some information in your packaging on how to tune your bands. We're going to set this guy up over the top. So we're going to go ahead and you can check out some other videos on the difference between over the top and through the forks. But over the top meaning we're going to put the bands on top of the prongs here. So we're going to go ahead and orient our bands. Slip them in. You're going to slip them in as far as they'll go. They can only go so far. You can see there's a knob down there. Push it in towards the knob. You're going to go in about 1/4 of an inch. Make sure you're squared up and just seat it flush. All right, I've got that one in place. Double check it. Looks good. Then we're going to go ahead and snug up this hex nut. So make sure you snug it all the way down. Your fastener should be flush with the face of the slingshot. And then once you get it down flush, just give it a turn. Thumb tight is just right. They're designed to hold fast. Come back, double check, make sure it's oriented where you like it, and do the same thing for the other side. That orientation is good. Tighten it down until it is flush with the face of the slingshot, and then thumb tight, just right. Okay, so now the bands are set up. These are full length. They're going to be a little bit pokey, but you can go learn how to trim your bands. So read the material that came with your slingshot. Check out our videos. But this guy is now ready to shoot in an over-the-top format with this provided clay ammo. So get down to how do you want to hold this slingshot. So you probably already have an idea of how you're going to hold the slingshot since you purchased this slingshot. A lot of folks like to hold this one full pinch grip, but is also very capable of being held in a thumb support grip. You can shoot it with or without the palm swells. So here's the same slingshot without the palm swells. And if that's your liking, you can go that route. Additionally, if you have an original LT slingshot, you can interchange these scales. The new LT has a slightly thicker cross section than the original LT. So here's the original LT. We can see here on this side that we're slightly deeper. This gives a bit of an improvement to the pinch grip. We also had to go a little bit thicker to accommodate the clips, but then you can see it's the exact same profile. So if you enjoyed the original LT, you're going to enjoy this one equally as well, if not more. I do think it's just a touch more comfy and a bit more refined. Now, a couple of things you've noticed, obviously, is the fiber optic sight. That is a great benefit for folks that are intentional aimers. So we've got this one set up to accommodate either a through the forks or an over the top sighting pin. So the top pin, when you're holding it sideways, would be your pin for shooting over the top as we've got it banded. If we went the bands in a through the fork format, this pin in the middle here would be your sighting reference. So these are really bright. A lot of folks enjoy these. One of the biggest things people report back is that it's not so much a sight as it is something to give their brain to focus on. I found it the same way. It gives you a good visual reference point in your shooting process. So possible improvement in your accuracy. But that's it. This is the Scout LT2. Fantastic slingshot. Can be shot over the top through the forks. It is a flat band only slingshot. However, if you like to shoot tubes, you could always set it up with tabs. So like all slingshot shooters, get inventive with it. Get out there and have fun with it. Most importantly, come back and tell us about your adventures. Send us some pictures. We really appreciate you buying the Scout LT2 Slingshot, and we sure hope you have a lot of fun shooting it. All right, so I've got it set up here. It is ready to shoot. Might as well, so I'm going to go ahead and put on my safety glasses. Always use your lanyard. Now I'm going to go ahead and shoot some of the clay ammo that came with my slingshot here. That sound never gets old. Thanks for purchasing from Simple Shot. We're here to support you.